All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Tuesday, the 9th of December, set by Alia, who we had recently. I enjoyed it. First, let's have the cryptic clue of the day. Yesterday, imagine one is lost, wandering in mystery. Well, the definition was mystery, the answer enigma. You had to take away I for one from imagine, and then anagram it, wandering, to get the enigma. Well done to Mike and everyone else who got that one. Today, an AI glitch starting to unnerve leaders nationally. Chaotic! Exclamation, 13 letters. An AI glitch starting to unnerve leaders nationally. Chaotic. 13 letters. Second is A. Fourth is L. All right, let's see what we have today. Individual who's busy protecting pit boss. Yeah, I don't. Is it just individual and a word for busy protects or goes around pit boss? I'm wondering if that could be just like the head and therefore the P of pit. I don't see it. Where you'll see officers in the vicinity of Melbourne's charity outlets, 3-5. Is it just a cryptic definition? Yeah, some Australian reference, I suppose, from Melbourne. I have no idea. It's a great clue. Well-ventilated farm building without windows in the middle. Oh, yeah, windows in the middle is the letter D. A farm building might be a dairy, and without the D, we get airy. Gritty film genre led by extremely reputable artist. Oh, I'm wondering if it is an artist. The extremes, yeah, of reputable are the RE, which lead the gritty film genre, one of my favorites, noir. And we get Renoir. Important delivery definitely happening around 1325, say. What's that going? What's that? I don't know. No, I mean, delivery could mean someone speaking, and that could be a homophone. Say could be a homophone, but I don't know a homophone of 125. Yeah. I'm just wondering if the punctuation might be misleading and it's 13 and 25, say, and there's numbers. No, I don't think so. Top component from system carefully lifted up. Ah, yes. So component, part of, it's a hidden clue, and lifted up in a down clue telling us we have to read it in reverse. And we see the acme or the top. Smart place for recycling industrial waste. I think it is going to be maybe a smart place. I'm thinking like something like a brains trust or a, but it has to punningly, I think, suggest recycling industrial. Yeah, not getting it. Good location to store wine, merchant declared. Well, a merchant might be a seller, and if that is declared, said out loud, it sounds like a seller with a C. All right, back to the crosses. Hoard of money for the auditor. All right, this is like the one we just did. Money can be cash, which to somebody listening or an auditor might be CACHE, a cache, a hoard. Blimey, it's actually devoid of content. So I think we're going to empty something out. To make a two-word blimey, I'm thinking oy vey. Oh, is it ove? I thought it was OYVEY, but something. But actually, yeah, it could be very without the R. But it must be something else. Blimey. Oh my. Oh, I say. Yes. Oh, of course. You empty out it's and then actually. Place for playing poker may be up for discussion. Oh, well, I think it's just a double definition on the table. More rum accompanying fine food. Excuse me. My ticklish cough is particularly ticklish today. More rum, I'm thinking, might be the definition, as in odder, stranger, but fine food. Oh, accompanying fine, maybe? A word for fine, and it's going to be just food? Oh, yeah, actually, it's exactly the things I said. Fine can be F, and then more rum, odder, and food could be fodder. Oh, I'm thinking where you'll see officers. I think the police station can be called a cop shop. Could it be cop shops or cop? I don't think it'll be cop store. Yeah, what's the vicinity of Melbourne's charity outlets? No, don't see that. Ace Roman possibly captured in a way. Well, Ace Roman is, yeah, 8 letters. So I think possibly is telling us to anagram that. When captured in a way, I was thinking of something like en passant or yeah, I don't quite see it. There's my, oh, scrap heaps. I don't know why that would be. Yeah. All right, in pieces and sure to be rebuilt. Oh. And sure is 7 letters, so I think that's to be rebuilt. And it's going to mean in pieces. I think it's going to be an ED word. Not raised, ruined. What do I have left over? And sir. In pieces. Could it be DE at the beginning? Now I'm going to have to come back to that one. All right, let's try the okay beer and terribly second-rate takeaway food. I think it will be takeaway food of some kind. Oh, doner kebab, maybe? Okay. Ah, yes. Right. Yeah, I think terribly. Maybe we're anagramming okay beer. And then that's only 9 letters. So second rate is the final B. I was wondering for a moment if they were dissing doner kebabs as second rate, but no. All right, does that N help me? What are the letters? ANSUR. I should be able to spot that. Not seeing it. All right, drink some horchata. I've heard the word. I think isn't there a song by Vampire Weekend that has that in the title? So anyway, some of it is cha, which is another drink. Ooh, let's see if this is an E. Have energy. Well, E can be energy. And tenacity at the outset. Actually, we take the first letters at the outset of energy and tenacity. And to have your meal would be to eat it. All right. Track distance with the best computers. Yeah, I read that as track distance, as in athletics, but yeah, I don't know how to read that one. How about old jazz legend James covering a G&S Gilbert and Sullivan work? Um, the R and the T makes me immediately think of Pirates of Penzance, but who is there an old jazz legend? Well, Etta James, I don't know if I'd call her jazz, maybe. Ooh, I think it is Etta. Old is O. Well, I'm thinking it's an operetta, which would describe Gilbert and Sullivan's work. The question mark here means it's an example of. Yes, so O and etta cover per, which is this tricky thing we see quite regularly. A pound a head, a pound per head. Club owner about to strike back. Club can be C. Yeah, don't see that. Let's go look at some more downs. Well, we don't have any letters for this one yet. God features in prayer a lot. I don't think that's a hidden clue. No, God features in prayer a lot. No. Preserve later Bach chorale piece? Question mark. Well, when I see preserve, I think of jams. Oh, could it be jam and then later Bach? Could later be the last letter of Bach? Choral piece. Maybe it is just a choral piece. Now, how about wage increase follows partners first commendation? All right. Well, partners first is the P, and the wage increase might be a raise, and that follows it to get praise or commendation. Grey rabbit regularly pursued by large rodent. Well, regularly, thinking we take every other letter. Is it Gerbi? Yes, I think it is. Pursued by L for large to give another rodent. Tree, one alongside river. I think it's going to be a tree. One as I or A alongside a short river like the D. Or it could be a tree, three-letter tree with a one after it, and that's a river? It seems equally likely. Forecaster ultimately predicts the same weather. Love that clue. Reminds me of LA Story with Steve Martin, where he pre-recorded his weather forecasts for LA. Forecaster ultimately is the R. Predicts the same. Or maybe the ultimately goes with predicts. What? But I don't get the same. We must have to break that. And it's going to be weather. I mean, rain. But I don't see how it could be. All right. Delinquent fella with influence. Is it going to be delinquent? A fella, yeah, it could be another slang word like bloke. Followed by influence. If you have influence, you have sway, you have pull, you have, what is that? And if it is delinquent, is it the noun or the adjective? Oh, delinquent could be late. And then a word for fella. And it's going to mean influence, beginning Late. I don't see that. Late. Yeah. Maybe it's another kind of influence, under the influence. No, house in very central London neighborhood. One London neighborhood could be Soho. Yeah, I mean, we have so, which could be very, and then house, but house in very central. Yeah, I don't quite get that. In which case, if it is right, I think it would be the S from predicts the same weather. Ah, no. I think it's ultimately of all three or all four words predicts the same weather, and you get a seer. All right. Well, I'm warming up to Soho, but we'll see if it sticks. Criticize list of potential candidates. Double definition, slate. Face cloth perhaps made from thin cotton sample. Oh, this one worries me because I think we had a crossword recently with some obscure word for a cotton sample. But I may be misremembering. All right, we've looked at everything once. I did pick up some letters for my ace Roman, possibly captured in a way. On course, or all right, let's try the anagram helper with our ace Roman. Captured in a way. Oh, on camera. Ah, yes, there we go. That would make sense. Oh, going the wrong way. All right. Oh, that M might be helpful here. Oh, smart place. I mean, it just sounds very natural, but we're going to recycle those letters and we're going to mistype and then eventually type it correctly. Scrap metal industrial waste. Yeah, that looks right. That was the track distance with the best computers. Is there a short abbreviation for a track distance? No, can't think of anything for that. Ooh, our club owner about to strike back. Oh, I thought that G would be helpful. Oh, oh, a club owner immediately, of course, thinking of owner of a nightclub, but I think it's a golfer about to, and if you turn it about, it's a reflog, strike back, I suppose. All right, that's our god. Is it going to be a Roman, Greek god? Or could it mean just a lot? Don't see it. All right, how are we looking on the top? Oh, that's our important delivery. Definitely happening. Something is on if it's going to happen, right? I mean, important delivery could be a birth. I was also wondering about Christmas, important delivery around 12:25. Although that wouldn't work with the UK method of giving dates. Definitely happening. I'm wondering if this could be an ION, TION word. Why 1325? Tricky. All right. Oh, this is starting to look like cop shops. In the vicinity of Melbourne's, well, charity outlets. Oh, is there a name for those? There's something shops too. Where you'll see officers. Yeah, I'm really not crazy about cop shops. I don't think it's anything to do with the letters of Melbourne's charity outlets. Oh, I think we did have recently. There is the no, I don't think it was Melbourne, but maybe there's some abbreviation for its district, province, state. And then I'm wondering about hops being something to do with kangaroos, but I don't think so. Oh, well, this now we do have an S, so I'm embarrassed, but I have to use the anagram helper here. I'm just not seeing it. No, no, it can't be an anagram of Ensure, or if it is, it certainly doesn't have that S there. Yeah, let's try that again. In pieces. Yeah, the N is, yeah, ruined, but rack and ruin. Yeah, I'm just not. Yeah, I must be wrong with the D being there. All right, let me pause and work this one out on paper. Oh my goodness, that took me far too long to spot that it is the S. I wonder how close I came when I was using the anagram helper. Anyway, it is asunder in pieces. Dear, oh dear. All right, so could cop shops. Let me make a note of cop shops just in case it stays in there. Stranger things have happened. All right, individual who's busy protecting pit boss. Now, maybe it's boss is the definition. And, oh, yeah, I just was thinking a pit could be a mine. And of course, now I see domineer. To boss someone would be to domineer them. Oh, an individual who's busy as a doer. Dear, oh dear. All right, here's our important delivery definitely happening around 125, say. Yeah, no idea. What words are going to fit? Yeah, I'm going to pause and think about the first letter here. Well, I ended up having to use wordplays.com. Yeah, and I don't think I would have thought of this, but important delivery could be an important speech, and therefore you might call it oration. I think this is right, but definitely happening around. I don't get the 1325 bit. All right. We'll check it later. Track distance with the best computers. The best can be the top, can be um, AI, as in A1. Track could mean to follow, to tail, to dog. Distance could be any abbreviation, I think, really, or well, it could be D. With the best. Yeah, I don't know what this is. God features in prayer a lot. No, I'm really struggling today. And I do have to get a move on, so this won't be too long. Features, I mean, like noses, eyes, mouth, and what's prayer? No, All right, this one I thought might be late, but I don't know what then the fella, and I don't know what a word for influence would be. Oh, preserve, later back, choral piece. And here's our face cloth, perhaps. No. I'm thinking face cloth perhaps is the definition, and I don't know what the collective term for things like face cloths are. Thin could be slim. Oh, I wish I could remember that cotton sample word. All right, I think I'm going to have to throw in the towel a little bit and get some help. Um, Let me try it with God features in prayer a lot. The definition is a lot, which could be a plethora, great word. The God is Thor, and a prayer could be a plea. All right. Okay, track distance with the best computers. Yeah, I don't, something, steps. Yeah, the P is funny there, but I'm sure it's right. All right, let me pause and ponder this one. Oh, of course, I yeah thought of it immediately. I paused. Computers could be laptops. A track distance would be a lap, of course. And you're the best. You're the tops. All right, now does the R from plethora help with my face cloth? Yeah, I don't. Chinoiserie or chin. Thin could be slim. Yeah, don't see it. All right, back to word plays, I'm afraid. I think the most likely word is toiletry, which of course I made a hames of spelling or typing, I should say that. All right, I wouldn't think of face cloth as a toiletry, but I suppose of course it is. Perhaps, how is the thin? Oh, I think the thin cotton, forget what I was saying. I think it's this toile, I don't know how you pronounce it. And to sample some food might be to try it. All right, this gives preserve, later back, choral piece. Oh, what would, motetta, cantata, I think is the most likely word. Oh, to preserve is to can, yes. And later, oh, that's great. Tata, TTFN, Tata for now. All right, delinquent fella with influence. Oh, is it some kind of not taskmaster? Did I spell doner kebab right? Oh, it might be a. Oh yeah, I never checked my anagram. No, there's only one A and two E's, so I think that's right. Okay, yeah, if it is late, no, not seeing it. All right, back to word plays, I'm afraid. Oh my goodness, I would never have parsed this way. Fella is just a male, and having something that has an influence, I suppose, is a factor, and delinquent is malefactor. All right. All right, my tree, one, one must be the A, and then we have a river, I think. And it's going to be a tree. I'm not thinking of any tree there. Or maybe I'm reading it the wrong way again. So maybe it is a tree. AU? There was Duncan AU, wasn't there? Was that his name? Anyway, what is this? I'm sure I'll know it. All right. I think I'm just going to go ahead and reveal this one. Well, I'm glad I did. Acer. Tree, one alongside. There must be. Yeah, one is an ace. I forgot about that. Alongside R for river. But I don't think I've ever heard of a tree called an acer. Maybe they'll tell us more at 15 squared. All right, there's a couple here I'm not sure about. Let's check all. No, everything stayed in place. Was there a theme? Don't think so. All right, let's quickly look at 15 squared. The blog is by Peter O. The Australian usage in one down, yeah, like, oh, and debatable about the jazz legend, yeah. So let's see, the ones I didn't follow were all on the downside. Circa, in the vicinity of, op shops. Oh, an Australian term. Well, Jeff down under will be very happy in the comments below. Yeah, I think I have heard the term before, but never would have thought of it. Ratio. Oh, 1325. Oh, that's very clever. Not a time. It's a ratio. And on is, I did say that, definitely happening. On goes around it. Okay, tree. I need to look up the Acer tree myself. Really enjoyed it. Lots of laughs. This Aussie got cop shops. Oh, Jeff, there we go. Oh, and apparently they originated in Melbourne. There we go. Yeah, people had problems with oration. All right, I'm not going to drag this out anymore, and I need to be moving along. Anyway, thanks as always for watching, and have a great day.